Okay. So, I feel like I haven't shared my real self on social media, and I was wondering, what's a good way to do that? And then thinking, hey, maybe make another podcast, maybe do this and do that, and then I start thinking about how it's made and the production, and there's so many components that'll make you stop something, like to the point where you don't even start it. So a lot of the times I have these ideas and I'm like, it would be so great to do this, but first you have to do X, Y, and Z. And I just feel so defeated that I don't even start X, and then my idea goes. So the objective being with this video is that I wanted to show a more candid part of myself. And then I started to think of all the things I needed to do before I did that. And I was like, I should just stand here paralyzed and scroll social media and never start it. So here it is. It's starting. I didn't even like, I don't even know if it's going to work because I have no room on my phone, and I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I didn't think this through at all, but here we are. So this is the plan. I want to start a lot of projects, but my ADHD, which I think is fake anyways, but it's not because it's debilitating at times, but I like to say it's fake because then I feel like it doesn't have power over me. But it's very real. Part of me thinks it's real. And going through college, it's really real. The only way I got through college was Adderall. I don't know if I could have done it without. I was a full C student, like a solid C student. Some of my girlfriends would go and party. We'd have day parties, and they would be partying, eating mushrooms and drinking, and then be like, see ya, gotta take a final. And I'd be like, what? I've been studying for 6 weeks, and I'm not drinking at this party because I have a final. And then I would get a C, and they would get an A. So, in a way, ADHD is really, really real. But I'm trying to combat it by just making something and not thinking about it. My manager was like, well, we gotta talk. If you want to start a podcast, you gotta talk to some production companies, and you gotta have the right PR for it, and you gotta edit, and it's too much. It's too much. I'll never do it. It's never gonna happen. I just need to make something, put it out. Make something, put it out. That's it. Make it as simple as possible. So, welcome. Here's a video I'm making, and I'm not thinking about it. Recently, I have been going through a lot with career stuff. And by a lot, I mean nothing. There has been nothing. And I've been telling everybody, when people are like, so what's happening? What's new? I always make up some bullshit to get them off my back. Stop asking me. My career is based on illusion and false confidence. And it always works out. But most of the time it is just me just jumping on clouds, just being like, don't sit on that one for too long because then you'll fall through. But it works. And right now I'm treading water. I'm getting a little tired. What I know for sure is that I can't do a 9 to 5. Every time I get in between these spots, like transitionary spots between like having a solid job and living my dream life, which, okay, let's break it down even more. Living a solid job and like what I felt in high school of being in school from 7:30 to 4 p.m., it made me feel physical pain. It hurt my body. Like, I wanted to cry, throw up, and cry. That's what it felt like. So in like 9th grade, I was like, I can't do this. I know for a fact I can't do this. If there's one thing I can't do, it's this. So I'm going to live doing what I want, because that is the only way that I'm not like super pessimistic and just seething. And by doing what I want creates creativity, and then sometimes it gets captured. But otherwise, me trying to shape something, and like the idea of promoting myself into a form feels weird. My brain is so scattered that it's hard for me to have conversations. And it's really defeating and debilitating at times, because I feel like I have no direction. I feel like I have no control. Like, I sit around for hours just like witnessing my brain. And I have the luxury to do that, but it's gnarly. Like, sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be like anxious, and then my whole day is anxious. And I'll just, if I don't like take the bull by the horns, and if I don't like go, okay, I'm going to do breath work and a meditation, which still sometimes doesn't even work. And if I'm being real, it never really works. Because I don't like taking Adderall. It makes me feel icky and way too weird. Like, I'm like, hello, should we make a list? I don't know. I'm even if I start to think about what I've recorded so far, I get like, I feel weird, because I'm like, have you even talked about anything yet? And actually, this makes me feel like I am verbalizing a journal entry. And that's what I'm doing. And that was the objective. So in a way, I'm succeeding. My journal entries, I fill up one of these every 6 months. And it's like really, it's a lot of single spaced. There's no like don't pause it, but like that's what it looks like. and it's all the pages, front and back, and there's no like thesis or through line. It's just like, I feel this way right now, and now I feel this way, and they're completely opposite, and I'm trying to get a hold on it, but I can't. This video makes me feel like I'm crazy, but maybe someone else can relate to this. Maybe not. But I'd say once a year I go, Ivy, you should apply to a job, because it feels pretty aimless. Like, yes, I make enough money that I'm comfortable with, so I don't need to have another job per se. But like the feeling of having a purpose, like, yes, I have a purpose, I guess, like comedian, and I surf, and I snowboard, and I do sports, and like, I don't know, personality. It feels weird to say that, because like, who am I? What gives me the right kind of thing, you know? And like, I feel like I have my toes in a bunch of different industries, but I'm not committed to one. But I'd say once a year I apply. No, who am I kidding? I don't actually apply. I get really close, and by really close, I Google it. So I don't actually get that close. But I Google what it would be like to have a 9-to-5 job. And my whole body shuts down when I see like the job description. Like, it's like, you can't do that. Why would you subject yourself to that? So then I have a few days where I sit in different places of my house and I do this. And I give it a real hard think. And I don't know. And then I paint and I draw and I read, which is a luxury. It's a real big luxury. But also, and then I'll get some kind of job opportunity via email or social media. It will come through, and I don't know. I'm just tired of the jobs that I've been getting asked to do. I'm tired of the dudes I've been dating. Like, I know it's all a reflection of where you're at, right? So, like, career and love mirror each other. Like, some of the tests you're getting in career are similar to the ones you're getting in love. So I'm looking at my life, like, laying it out on the table. And I'm like, what about this am I not liking? And part of it is that I feel like I'm not seen. And then I'm like, well, how are you not being seen in your day-to-day life? Well, Ivy, you're only showing modeling photos on Instagram and skits that you've edited that you feel comfortable sharing. So how can I be more unedited? I don't know. Why don't you just record a video and put it out there, even though it's not going to make sense? That's okay. Because maybe something good will come out of it, but whatever. You know, the whole imposter syndrome thing. But it doesn't matter because nobody has to watch this. But I feel like I'm going to do something that's a little more vulnerable, which is just sharing my feelings. Sharing them. Yeah. Also, I have one story that kind of dives into how my brain works. This fall, I went snowboarding with my girlfriends. There was like 6 of us, and it was really blizzarding. It was last spring. Sorry, doesn't matter. And it was really blizzarding, and my friend Allie goes, hey, some of my guy friends are going to meet up with us. And I was just like in this funk. Like, I was just like this. And I was upset. And so these guys walk in and they're hot, which, like, I was not expecting them to be hot. And it was blizzarding, so everybody decided not to snowboard. And the guys were like, hey, why don't you guys come back to our house? It was this big, beautiful house. And we're there, and everybody starts drinking and having fun. We jacuzzi. There's a game room. It was just like a great big house. And everybody's partying on the 6th floor. And I am not drinking for whatever reason. I was like, I'm not going to drink. And this guy that's like feeling me, I don't want it, because I had all these rules for myself, right? So then halfway into the day, I go to my car to get my eagle heads, like the ones, it's like an eagle head, out of my car. And simultaneously, there was this guy that was like flirting with me, and I was like kind of like giving him the cold shoulder. I run downstairs, and he runs down after me, and I'm like, I go to him, and I'm like, you're like a little puppy dog, huh? And he was like, yeah, is it too much? And I was like, yeah, I really like my own space, actually. And he's like, I heard you loud and clear. I turn around, and I walk out the front door, and I shut the door behind me, and I'm in shorts and a sweatshirt, and it's blizzarding outside, and I lock myself out. 45 minutes goes by. I don't have a phone. I only have the keys to my car, and I'm locked outside because they're partying on the 6th floor. And at this moment, I tried throwing rocks, sticks, a water bottle. No one can hear me. I'm yelling. I'm knocking on the door. I even set my car alarm off. And so I'm like, well, you can stand out here. You can sit in your car. And then I had a moment where I was like, do you like this, Ivy? Do you like being alone and sober and in a blizzard? Do you? And I was like, no, I want to have fun. And so then I like made a conscious decision that like I'm going to stop being such a stickler asshole and I'm going to go have fun. And at that moment I was like, okay, but I'm still locked outside. So I was like, Sarah, my lifelong bestie sister friend, I was like, I'm going to telepathically try to communicate with Sarah. If that doesn't work, I'm going to go sit in my car. So I put my hands up and I was like, Sarah, you motherfucker, come get me. I'm locked outside. Sure enough, in 1 minute, she comes downstairs and is like, I just had a feeling that you were outside. And I was like, yes, perfect. She lets me inside. I go upstairs. I take a shot of tequila or 3 and I kiss the guy that I was avoiding. So from there, the theme for my life has been just do it. Nike style, brother. So stupid. Yeah, just stop thinking so much. I'm a big thinker and it is debilitating sometimes. So this is that. I'm going to make a video once a week, hopefully. I'm going to try to hold myself accountable. Make a video once a week, just like your journal entries. Just share whatever is on your mind. Okay? Okay. So, and I don't know if anybody's watching this long, but this is me being more vulnerable and sharing without thinking so much. And, yeah. Cheers. I hope it makes sense. Because I'm tired of, like, building mental walls around myself. So I'm just gonna word vomit. Because maybe that helps. I don't know. Is this a way to be more vulnerable? Maybe. See, I'm even making me being vulnerable a joke. Bad. Not bad, because I shouldn't shame myself, but like, do you understand what I'm dealing with? Kind of crazy. Kind of a kooky, crazy, flirty, flirtatious, quirky girl. You know? I don't know. But, yeah. That's it. Bye.